Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and I am the Seven Swords, and we are back in Skyrim as Saroba. Now, the reason we're back in Saroba, and why this is going to seem a little odd, because this is going to be like episode 8. Um, I have just gotten finished with going through the week where I uploaded all 5 of every episode and waited for people to give some response to see what got likes and what didn't get likes. A couple of things I want to go over real quick before we get into it. Don't worry about the whole like I had somebody mention in one of my videos, like they were like, don't, for me not to be too worried about what I was getting as far as views and stuff like that, and just to record what I want to record. Let me just say, I'm going to record what I want to record. If I don't want to record a certain character, I won't record the character. If I want to record a certain character, I'm going to record the character. The views don't affect it all that much. What it does affect is it affects what I choose to record if I'm debating which one I want to record. Now, I was debating with all 3 of them. We're going to go ahead and close this up. Um, do we actually have... Where's the thing? No, we need to go to Markarth, the Overseer's house in Markarth, and get an amethyst in Whiterun. Okay. We are going to go do some more thieving. That is going to be today's what is on the docket for today. I am hoping I find my way back down here. Um, I know that this is in the Ratway, and I think I might know where it is in the Ratway, but I'm not entirely sure. I do kind of wish that I could say that I had a quest that's like, where is home, and it would lead me to my home. Like it would lead me to wherever my home is, and then I could choose which one I have marked as home. Now, it's going to be kind of useful because all I have to do is get to this room and then go through there and then find out which door it is. And Saroba should figure that out, being that that's going to be her main home for a while. She's also... We're actually tired. Let's go back and sleep at our house. Let's go back and sleep in our house. We should sleep in the bed that we own. We have a house. We should sleep in it. But, like I said, I don't worry about too much about me wanting... me asking about the views and stuff. Like, I just want the views because I like it, because it means that people are interacting with my videos and people are enjoying my videos. And I kind of like want to know like what's good. Like, do people have certain character types that they like? Do they have certain things they want to see? I'm more than willing to do whatever I do. I'm going to focus on what. Oh, I didn't realize we had both Sargonian maids. Nice. Zaroba probably does not care at all. Okay, we're gonna sleep for 6 hours. See if that gets our magicka bar back to normal. Oh, and apparently we have a level up. Stamina. And then, let's see. I've not played this character in a minute. I've been doing a lot of RimWorld. The only reason why I decided to do this was I wanted to do this instead of doing RimWorld today. Sneaking is a possibility. Pickpocketing, alchemy. Actually, I know what we need to do. We need to get illusion. Where's illusion? I don't know if we have any illusion spells yet, but we are going to be going down the illusionary tree. Let's actually see what we have in illusion, because illusion is the one the one area I really want her to focus in. Clairvoyance and fury, both are not exactly super useful right now, but that's fine. Then we have a whole bunch of these. That's fine. But yeah, I'm enjoying all 3 characters. It's not like there's a particular character I enjoy. I will say that if I had to rate them, I would say probably Saroba, Vanera, and then Grog. Um, but that's not because of me liking them anymore. It's just that I like their plans. Grog. I can say that the reason why Grog is getting such a low score is not his fault. It's not the character's fault. It's not the style's fault. The problem I didn't like. The problem I have with it is that Grog was the first to be made, and so I didn't really refine him as much as I should have. Like, so Roba's got the Thieves Guild. Vanera's got the Dawn Guard most likely. Grog just has beating up the champions and getting um, the legendary item for Melikath. It's not really that useful.
I've been looking for you. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I wonder what we got. Let's see if we can figure it out. Anonymous letter. That might be it. That's the group of necromancers. Bounty, Camilla's note, Callum's note, Gilsey, letter from Falkarth, letter to Gilsey, public notice, stranger, thief's note, warrior's challenge. Ah, that's what that was. Probably not going to do that. She has no reason to consider that. Oh. We got the vampires. We got the Dawn Guard quest started. Which means, yep, there he is. Hello.
The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
Sorry, not
That's
interested.
what everybody says. Right up until they find their throat being ripped out by a pack. If you change your mind and decide to join the fight before it's too late, talk to Isran at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften.
Unlikely. She would most likely go for. She most likely would go vampire, and I don't want to do another vampire run of the Dawn Guard DLC as a recording. I feel like it'd be very boring. Although she could go Dawn Guard and she could get her. She could go down the route of.
Need a ride?
Hire the carriage. Go on to Whiterun.
Back and
we might then walk from Whiterun to Markarth.
Visit the Gildegreen. Never hurts to pay your respects to Lady Kinnereth, particularly in my line of work.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I don't think I've actually ever heard him say that. Then again, I don't go to Whiterun very often. Normally, by this point, normally Whiterun's the first city I have unlocked, so I normally just fast travel to it. Do we have any food on us? The answer is a little bit. Fish. And seared slaughter. We can go ahead and gorge a bit. Ooh, the Kashit are here. Brothers! Sisters! Oh, and it is Rasad. Hello, Rasad. She probably catches up with him real quick. He's probably glad to see that she's alive. Probably glad to see she's not in prison. Although she probably should be. She's done a little bit of thieving, but not much. Definitely not a lot. Not as much as he probably thinks she would have done by now. I don't think there's going to be anything we want, but I'm just going to make sure. I'm technically tempted to buy more cure. Actually, I'm going to buy another cure disease potion, just so I know I have enough. You could also buy all of his supply, which I'm going to. I think there's something about like I can't remember what it's called. I think there's something about moon sugar with Khajiit that's supposed to be a thing. I don't remember if it's supposed to be like a religious thing or what it is, but I think I remember there being something about it. I could be wrong.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Alright, so our goal here is not that and not that. Our goal here is these. Well, one of these. The other one is in Markarth, which is over in that direction by a great long distance. Like I said, we might go to Markarth by foot instead of taking the cart. I don't like taking the cart all the time because I feel like it very much ruins the aesthetic. Although I also think we've been in the area of Markarth because that's where we started. So, that is going to be the one issue, and that is going to be the one thing I'm going to say about this that is kind of the reason why I'm not sure if I want to do all 3 characters at once. I might choose to do just one. I don't know. I think I'm going to do another round of 5 episodes. So this one's going to get like 2 more episodes, and then the other 2 are going to get 5 more episodes. but I don't know if I like the idea of switching because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with what character's doing what, and I'm not like willing to sit down and watch an entire episode just to figure out where I was before I record. So I think what I might do is I might choose one of them to do, focus that one, and then choose another one based on how these next 5 do. Which, the other two, the 6 and 7 I've already recorded. I got really into Saroba because I was really enjoying her playthrough. So I might it might be Saroba that goes first. But your likes and comments might change that. Where am I looking for? Oh, I'm apparently the person I'm supposed to steal from is in the palace. Now, I think this is the fishing quest. So I'm pretty sure we have to fish it out of her pocket. Which, if she's in here, it's not going to be super easy because there's a ton of people in here. Let's see, where is she? Oh yeah, this is not going to be easy. It might be easier than I think.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
Right. Yeah, she's probably just going to keep staring at me this entire time. I don't have the stealth skill to approach her without her noticing. Did I get like around here? Maybe.
Don't you go tracking your dirty boots on my clean floor.
All right, we're gonna have to work our way around this. That carriage guy mentioned the Gilder Green. Maybe she should go check out the Gilder Green. She's definitely not going to follow Kennerith. She has her own god to worship, which, speaking of which, she probably needs to pray. Increase our favor with Refine. Probably one of the reasons why we're not doing very good and why this quest is so tough for us. I actually don't know if they say anything about me wearing the Thieves Guild armor.
Everything all right? You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
What am I going to do until nightfall? We've got about the midday. Let's go see if we can get a bounty. And go build up our archery skill with a bounty. Or maybe go do some hunting in the area.
I'll send someone over. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
Do we have a bounty in this area? Miscellaneous, kill the bandits and Alright, let's see if we got a bounty in the area. The answer is yeah, no. That's that Tavern's Watch, which is way over there. That's not this area. So why won't she give me a bounty? Can I only have one bounty in the entire game, not just per hold? That's annoying. We're gonna have to go take care of that one eventually. Let's see. I could technically go just take care of care of bandits just to take care of bandits. Let's go hunt. She's good enough she's skilled enough with a bow to get herself some more hunting in. Now, hopefully she can do this without too much work. I could see her getting enough, if she gets enough conjuration skills, switching to a bound bow, just because it would mean that her arrows would be ethereal, so she wouldn't have to worry about arrows. But I definitely don't think I'm going to go down destruction skill with her. Conjuration, maybe. Illusion, yeah. Restoration, probably. Alteration, possibly, but maybe not. I don't know. That one would be a toss-up for me. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, I should probably turn off that bandit quest. Now, technically, we are still doing the Grey Cal of Nocturnal quest, which the quest needs us to go up into this region, which actually, that's not far from here. Let's actually go up and get the Ancestral Sword while we're here. It's probably going to be a pain in the rear to get, but it's probably the best. It's one of the better things we could be focusing on right now, especially since the Grey Cal of Nocturnal is something that Saroba would have read about. She would have read about how a thief stole from the goddess Nocturnal herself, and she's definitely interested in that. She doesn't know if it's real. I believe that I don't remember if it's the case with the lore. I'm not entirely sure on the lore. I remember hearing bits and pieces of it, but I think if I remember correctly, the lore is that Nocturnal for the Khajiits is actually a Khajiit, or maybe like her, what the story she heard was that a Khajiit stole it from Nocturnal or something like that. Who knows? But she definitely is interested in the Grey Cal of Nocturnal. It's definitely something she's got her mind on, and she obviously can't steal the. She can't pickpocket the person while they're awake because they're obviously being too difficult. So she's hoping to wait until nightfall when they go to sleep. Now, if we get the Ancestral Sword and we head back and it's still midday, she might just loaf around the inn for a little bit. Maybe go drink some. Maybe have a bit of moon sugar. I need to look up how. I need to actually look up what like moon sugar is to Khajiits. I remember it being special to them specifically, because I remember like skooma is like the evil moon sugar, but like moon sugar is the good moon. Oh, what's this? This is a skeever attacking me. You're not Skritz. Here we go. But yes, let's go check out this wagon. This definitely looks interesting. This is a quest that that those who watch Sarah's playthrough will remember, especially her first episode, since that's when we did it. Hello.
Ah, bothering me funnel. Stuck here. Stuck. My poor mother. Unmoving. At rest. But too still.
You have a problem?
Oh, poor Cicero is stuck. Can't you see? I was transporting my dear, sweet mother. Well, not her. Her corpse. She's quite dead. I'm taking Mother to a new home, a new crypt, but... Ah! Wagon wheel! Damnedest wagon wheel!
Hey, it's a family channel.
You see?
Is there any way I can help?
Oh, yes! Yes, the kindly stranger can go to the farm, the Lorius farm. Just convince Lorius to fix my wheel.
I'll go see what I can do. I do kind of wish that there was ways you could take this. I do kind of like the way that you can have, like, there's two options to this, but I do kind of wish that there was an option to be like, to like tell him to bugger off. Then again, I feel like this is where you get that option, kind of.
Oh, for the love of Mara, what now?
The little man down there really needs your help with his wagon?
That Cicero fella? Huh, tell me something I don't know. Crazy fool's already asked me about 5 times. Why can't he just leave us alone?
I'm gonna skip through a little bit of this. What's the problem? I'm sure he'll pay you.
Pay me? You think this is about money?
What
Have you
isn't?
seen the man? He's completely out of his head. A jester here in Skyrim, and he's transporting some giant box. Says it's a coffin. Could have anything in there. War contraband, weapons, skooma. Ain't no way I'm getting involved in any of that.
I do kind of want to go with this one because we did this one, but Saroba would be more. I feel like Saroba would want to help him. Not to mention, if it is contraband, maybe she can get in on whatever deal the guy wants. He's a stranger. Give him a helping hand.
What? And just who in Mara's name are you, anyway? Hmm? Come here, telling me my business. And for what? To help a fool?
Help him out.
Look, Yes, you're right. Look,
Is it sad I'm kind of went that way because I don't know if you can get a speech check to get your speech up? And I know I want more speech with this character because this character needs to learn how to fence herself. Because if she's going to be a thief, she's going to need to know how to sell stolen goods. Hello, Cicero.
Poor mother.
He's going to come help you.
You did?
He is.
Oh, stranger! You have made Cicero so happy. Here for your troubles. Shiny, clicky gold. A few coins for your kind deed. And thank you again.
Alright, glad to help. Moving on. Not every character will help Cicero. It's usually the characters that would help Cicero or the characters that are going to help Cicero. I know one character that if they run into him is not going to help Cicero. You guys can go ahead and debate which one that is, because I'll tell you, of the two characters that we currently have running, that isn't this character, the two other characters, one will help Cicero, one is not going to help Cicero, and one is not going to help Cicero, and one is not decided. And I don't know which way they'll eventually turn. So you guys can debate in the comments if you want about which one you guys think is which. I'm not going to sit here and say whether or not it's an easy decision or that it's easy to guess with the character. I'm glad that thing's stuck on a tree. It's making this a lot easier than it would be normally. Now, interestingly enough, I can definitely say that we didn't see Sarah do a lot of these spiders, and Saroba is not going to take their meat because Saroba doesn't like the idea of eating a spider. But Saroba doesn't mind stripping them of parts. Especially since Saroba sees herself as very much of an alchemist, but she's very big into like poisons. I want her to get eventually into poisons and stuff. Mostly paralysis poisons and stuff like that, but this, that, and the other. I think we've gotten most of the stuff from this, but we're going to go through it real quick. Because I know that we're already getting up in our numbers. Nope, we've already had a taste of sugar. I might look into it, and I might say that she's addicted to moon sugar, or that she becomes addicted to moon sugar. I don't know about skooma. I don't know if there's actually a mechanic in game about being addicted to skooma. If there was, I might consider it. I know there's probably a mod out there for it, but I don't want to add any more mods to the list unless I find something that's really good. Getting closer. Hopefully we can find our way to this tomb pretty easily. I say that as it's literally coming up on our left. Alright, now the question is there anybody here? The answer is yes, there is people here.
What was that?
Come on. Nice. Take my arrow back. I'll go ahead and take his arrows. I do need to drop stuff off when we get back to the house next time. Alright. Let's sneak our way through. Apparently they had some infighting. That or there's something in here. Staff of Judgment. A blast of cold that does 8 points of damage per second to health and stamina. Interesting. Saroba is not that big in the stabs. Too clunky, too big. Too problematic. She'd much rather just use her bow. She has a skill with magicka, she's just not overly skilled with magicka. Now where are we going to find... Ah! That explains it. Not infighting. Apparently they woke up the Draga. I actually could not remember which one it was. I'm pretty sure that's the outdoor, so let's keep going. Anything good on you? A lot of gold. Get my arrow back. I will try to loot most of my arrows, although we have 74 right now, and I'm pretty sure we're going to probably have more when we leave here. So I'll probably get up to about 100. So I talked about this in Sarah's campaign in the very beginning when we were doing survival mode. In survival mode, arrows have weight. Yep. And so there's a good chance that I won't carry a lot of arrows on me. The only reason why we have so many on us right now is I forgot to unload at the house. I meant to do that before we started, and I completely forgot. So, but when she goes back next time, she will unload. But what I will do is I will not collect more than 100 of any arrow type, except for example, ebony, unique arrows, and basically whatever I'm considering like the strongest arrow I have. So Daedric, ebony. I will not collect more than 100 of these ancient Nord arrows, even though they are the arrow I'm currently using, and they are one of the stronger arrows in the game right now for me. Because they're so easily obtained, because quite literally I'm surprised I haven't found any so far in this Draga run. Because normally you find a ton of them in these Draga ruins, because usually the Draga have them. Oop. Now, I don't remember how we knew that the sword was in here, speaking of Draga arrows. Oh god. Really gotta love that stealth archer build. Like I said before, I think I said this in one of our earlier episodes, I don't mind Saroba becoming a stealth archer. It's kind of her character. It's kind of within her character's rights. This is supposed to be a stealth character build, so me going with the automatic stealth archer is not something I'm against. I will try to make it less boring as we continue on. Try to find a way to make the stealth archer build interesting. But I don't mind it so much because it's kind of the character's thought process. And as far as how long I plan on playing these characters, so their main quest is definitely the big one. Like completing their main objectives are like the big parts of them. So like for Saroba, becoming the guild master of the Thieves Guild. Yes, that does mean we have to go down the whole path of getting the Thieves Guild back on its feet and actually being named guild master. I don't consider it that we've beat it until we become guild master. But with the other two characters, once they complete their main goals, that doesn't mean that the game's over. That doesn't mean I'm just going to throw them aside and be like, okay, we're done with them, let's move on to the next one. No, I will continue playing them as much as I see fit if I'm still enjoying the character. Once I get to that point where I'm not enjoying them anymore and I finished their main goal, that's where I will be more or less done with the Let's Play. Because obviously I'm not going to want to sit here and play through a character I'm not enjoying. Like I said before, I'm only going to play characters I enjoy. I'm only going to play playthroughs that I enjoy. If I am not enjoying it, I'm not playing it. Whether that be Skyrim, RimWorld, or whatever I'm playing. A lot like how I stopped my RimWorld playthrough of the robots because I wasn't having any fun with them. They were more frustrating than anything else. I was really annoyed a lot of the time. I kept wanting to push harder to play because I did want it to work, but it just wasn't going to work. At least not right now. Maybe in the future, but not right now. Because definitely a playthrough I thought was going to be interesting. We need to get some sleep so we can level up. Call to arms. Go ahead and take the amber, and then we have the ceremonial blade. So, find the key on the corpse with the lantern. Oh! I didn't realize that was a thing. Where's the key with the corpse and lantern? I don't even know where the corpse with the lantern is. Weird. Is it like in the next room or something? Oop. Ow. Gotcha. I probably should learn to drop the bow and go to claw if I'm getting engaged like that, but I don't know. I was being persistent there. I don't need to be persistent. That's like one of the big things about this is like one of the things I've learned in this is the sooner you can learn to drop your persistence, the better. Oh yeah, isn't this the one that has that the god that I worship like gives me more gold? Is that why I'm finding so much gold? I remember that being a thing. Oh, it's this one. That's annoying. I should have found it earlier. Alright, alright. We'll take it. Now, technically, she could leave. There's definitely nothing stopping her from just picking up her stuff and saying, I'm done, and leaving. But she has found quite a bit of gold in here. And Saroba is one person who she is never going to say, you know what, I have enough gold. That's just not who she is. She wants more gold. She always wants more gold. She's always going to need more gold. And she's never going to say, I have enough gold. So she's probably going to keep going. She's probably going to clear out this dungeon. She probably has gotten to the point that she's like, you know what? I've searched this place. I've gotten in here. I've ran into a handful of Draga. I've already had to deal with them. I might as well keep going. Now, she has no reason to need to keep going, other than her mild curiosity at this place, and the fact that it does have something to do with the Gray Fox, though she's not entirely sure. She's definitely never heard of any of this stuff before. Okay, no. I was about to say, this isn't what I think it is it? It's not. For a second here, I thought that we were in a dungeon that's part of the Thieves Guild questline. And I was like, I'm not supposed to be in here. Because I don't think you're supposed to come to any of them prior to... I don't know how that guy didn't see me when I was standing up. Well, I guess I could search you. I'm getting into that mode of like, I don't want to search them because I know there's not going to be a lot on them. I should search them though. I don't have enough arrows yet to not be searching them. Well, technically I do. Because I nearly have a full bushel of, a full bushel? Is that actually a thing? Is it a bushel of arrows? Is a bushel of arrows a thing? Or am I rude? Or am I just insane? I might be insane. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Put that away. Put that away, put that away. Gotcha. Pain in my rear. Ah, I keep accidentally picking up their weapons. You can have that back. I'll keep the rest of everything else that I have. Okay. Why did I suddenly become convicted? What's down here with me? Anything good? Gold. Ooh, charred skeever hide. Just don't tell Skrits. I don't plan on eating Skrits. That would be a terrible idea. That was useful. We might meditate in this bed. So I definitely feel like I should meditate because I need more points. Or I need to up my level. We're going to do that. Saroba probably decides to sit here and meditate for a while. She doesn't mind the corpse. If there's one thing Saroba's learned to accept, it's sleeping near corpses. Where is... Get off to bed. Really? That's annoying. Never mind. Apparently she doesn't meditate here. getting close to the end of this episode. We might be cutting this into a two-parter. Probably going to. Unless the exit is right around this corner. Well, unless we're close to the exit. I don't think we are. And I know we haven't gotten the claw yet, so that's a problem. Never mind. That's not a problem. There is no claw. Ooh, that's a Draga Death Overload. I was about to say, come on. Now, I think I've already mentioned this before, but just in case I didn't, for one reason or another, Sarah is not Dragonborn. I don't plan on her doing the Dragonborn quest. I don't plan on her going into anywhere near that. At this point in time, she is not Dragonborn. Now, I will plan on picking up the Words of Power. Not because I plan on getting them. I'd actually prefer it if we don't have to get any dragons at all. But like I mentioned before, we are planning on getting all of the what do you call them? Stones of Baron Zaya. And I know that at least one of the Stones of Baron Zaya, you kind of have to do the main quest to get. I want the Stone of Baron Zaya. I don't want to do the main quest. I think there's a way to avoid it, but I don't know. I've not done enough research into it, and I'm not going to. I'm just going to kind of play it by ear. If I can get the Son of Baron Zaya without doing the main quest, we aren't going to be doing the main quest at all. If I can't get it without doing the main quest, I'm going to finagle it so that we can do part of the main quest, but we're still not Dragonborn. The entire time is we are not Dragonborn. Because I don't want her to be Dragonborn. I don't want to do the Dragonborn quest. I don't plan on doing the Dragonborn quest. Yada 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 blah 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 blah. Did that say those were silver boots? Yes, they are. I'm taking that. Boots made of silver. That has to be valuable. And we're out. Yep, I was right. Alright. So that takes care of that little dungeon. We are getting closer to that end, to that time. So what I might do is I might make our way back to Whiterun, and then chill at Whiterun for a little while, and then bring you guys back in the next episode when it's dark, and hopefully the person's gone to sleep, and then we'll sneak into the Yara's Palace and steal from the servant. Hopefully, I'm gonna say that Sarah got not Sarah, that Saroba got a good whiff of her while she was there, and she's gonna know where she can smell her, and that's how we're gonna have our quest marker. But yes, I will bring. So this will be the end of the episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Likes, comments, subscribes, all that stuff. But in the next one, we are going to be doing. Don't die to spiders. In the next one, we're going to be back in Whiterun, and I'm going to be getting the. We're going to be getting ready to do the heist. So, if you guys enjoyed it, I already said that. See you guys in the next one.